Hi there, everyone. Long time no see. It's been about 2.5 months-ish. Uh, I'm excited to get into the main topic of today's video, but I just thought I should let you guys know what I've been up to briefly before I get into that. So basically, over the last few months, I've been like just sort of brainstorming and drawing, and honestly, it's been like a little bit messy for my taste, unfortunately. But I tried a new art style that was like clean vector lines, and I tried that for a little bit. It ended up being not what I'm into. The process was fun at first, but then the process became tedious, and the final result, even though it ended up looking good, uh, for the style, like even though it was basically as good as that style could permit, I just didn't like the look of it. So I switched back to my normal art style, and I've been enjoying it much more. Um, I started working on different backgrounds using like a square canvas and have been like redoing my visual novel layout to for those of you who are familiar with submerged lights, you'll know that it has sort of a split screen where there's character sprites on the left and text on the right. Basically, I just took that and made it cleaner and made it so that the image is always on the left and that the text box is always on the right and it's just completely opaque black, and that the image on the left is perfectly square. And I also added this nice little arrow that points to the depicted character who's speaking, if they are being depicted on screen while they're speaking. And it turned out really well. And then I started working on another visual novel just for fun because I just started making artwork that I wanted to for fun, for the love of it, without worrying about how it applied to any of my projects. And I ended up making this really cute albino bookworm girl who's adorable. Um, and I made this CG of her, and I started working on a project with her that was just going to be a cozy project that's around 30 or 20,000 words long, and I like that, and I got a fair ways into it, not as far into it as I would have liked, but I have progressed on that a little bit. And now it is Steam Next Fest as I'm recording this. So now the demo of Submerged Lights is taking part in that nice festival. So that's cool. Um, so that's basically in a nutshell what I've been up to lately. And I've been working on Submerged Lights a little bit as well because I want to get that nice and finished. I'm doing it like a little bit differently than I was before because I do like this like new layout that I have for visual novels that I described for you just now. And I like the idea of doing more artwork, and I find it much easier to do artwork when it's a square canvas. So I figured that I would just sort of take what I had of submerged lights, just not like radically changing the text or anything, but just taking the pictures that I already had, making sure that they're square, and then I could just add whatever pictures I want as I go forward. But yeah, so that's what I've been up to. Now, as for the topic of today, I'm just sort of wanting to say that NaNoRenO is coming up again, which is awesome, and I plan on I plan on participating. So, you know how I just said that I like cute anime girl librarians or bookworm type albino anime girls? Well, I have a type. Let's see. So, Tranquility is the one that I just drew and was working on a project for. I'm still working on that project, but it's on hiatus. Um, there's also Lawcat, who is the daughter of Gate or Osti from the Silent Column. There's also Alicia, who is from A Castle on an Island. And there's also going to probably be Opal. Opal will probably also end up being albino. She is going to be in a future project, which I may or may not have mentioned on the channel, called, at the moment it's called Phantom Falls, but I may call it something else. And, well, for the NaNoRenO project, I think I will have it be you. I may or may not have mentioned this in a video on the channel yet. I think I have, actually. It's a project that I have been wanting to work on for a while and had started working on multiple times, called Snowdrift. And I'm like, hey, I could do that project. Snowdrift only has to be the main character, the love interest, who is a cute albino anime girl. And they're basically just in one location, and I already know the plot and everything. And there's also going to be a robot there as well. Um, so yeah, I'm just looking forward to starting. Basically, I'm thinking the way to succeed at making a good NaNoRenO demo or full game, uh, good NaNoRenO submission, I mean, is to just the way that I plan things is assuming that each month has 20 work days in it, because the shortest month of the year is February, and okay, February has 28 days. Assuming 4 of those days fall on a Saturday and 4 of those days fall on a Sunday, then that leaves 20 days as a work week. And so that is the least amount of work days possible in a month. And so it makes sense to just assume it's like, okay, 20 days. So that's usually what I do when I'm working is just I assume I have 20 days. But I think what I'll do is working on NaNoRenO, I'll just assume that I have 10 days. And then the rest of the time can be spent polishing things up and working on the store page and stuff. So I feel like that'll just line me up for success. Because I don't want a repeat of last year where I did a demo, but I just sort of left it until the last minute and everything looks unfinished and it just doesn't look great. Um, I'm wanting to really do a good job this year. So yeah, I'm just looking forward to it. So I will be hosting my progress every week during NaNoRenO, probably on Saturdays, but maybe on Mondays or something. And I'll just be like, okay, this is what happened week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. And then at the after NaNoRenO, I'll just be going over the whole experience, sharing my game with you guys. And yeah, it'll be fun. So that's all I really have to say. Happy 2026. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for listening.